Well, I have to say, Mr. Tesla, this here looks rather dangerous. Is it safe?
I can assure you, dear Mikhail, the electricity is our future. There is no reason to be afraid of it.
But you didn't answer my question.
It is as safe as this room. I guarantee it.
Are these visions from the past?
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. As you know, every week we review the free games from Epic Games. This week we're doing it a little bit differently because usually it's just me and Michal, but this time we've invited in a special friend from YouTube, the director of Low Budget Gaming, because he's been such a huge support for our channel, and he knows this game quite well. So LBG, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. And yeah, I did play this game last year when it first came out. I in fact liked it so much I requested a copy from the devs and I streamed the whole thing. So yeah, I thought I'll jump in and share my thoughts as well.
Hello everybody, I'm here too. So it means this time you're gonna have actually three different opinions on this game. So this is really something special. So this video could be a little bit longer than you were used to. But that's okay because at least you will get a lot of information about this game. Right, Caleb?
And we should start with saying what game we're talking about. And this week it is Close to the Sun, a game that is hard to put into one genre. How would you guys describe this game?
I would say it sort of dabbles in several genres like exploration, a bit of horror, minor puzzles, you could say. It's got a bit of walking simulator in it as well. So several different things here.
I think it mainly focuses on adventure with walking slash running simulator. But it's all about atmosphere in this game because this game has a beautiful, gorgeous graphic that I don't know if you can agree with me that
Yes, definitely agree.
when I first see it for the first time, if you experience it, it reminds me actually of a benchmark of graphic cards. Like it is set like to be as beautiful as possible.
Yeah, they have really done a great job with the setting here, the atmosphere they've created, the environments, the interior of the ship that you go here, and even like small things like tables, chairs, and the detailing. You have this steampunk Victorian style here because the game is set in an alternate world, 1897. And yeah, I like the visuals a lot in this game.
I would say the aesthetic style is excellent, and it's actually one of my favorite art styles. Michal and I are here filming in Prague, which is one of the centers for the Art Deco, Art Nouveau style. So there are several buildings that I was reminded of from this game, but the whole game is in that style that is just beautiful and elegant and elaborate. And that combined with the destruction, I don't think there are spoilers there because you see it right from the beginning. The destruction in this beautiful environment makes a really interesting conflict that I always found visually appealing.
And the visual actually looks too similar to one, especially one game, and that could be a Bioshock. But make no mistake, this is a no shooter. This is an experience. It's more about walking. It's more about experience, and yeah, more talking, like slow pace. So this is not an action game.
Yeah, it does definitely remind you of Bioshock, and that was one of the reasons why I got interested in this as well. But it's yeah, it's a different game altogether. So if you're expecting something like Bioshock, then yeah, you'll be disappointed. This is a bit different completely.
And actually, the environment changes quite a lot, so it doesn't stay like in the same way.
And from that, we can talk about the premise of the game that is, without going into spoilers, because the story is one of the most important things of the game, but you're in an alternate past where Nikola Tesla was given the ability to create every idea that he ever had in real life and therefore become a world power to himself. And this creates the potential for a utopia, but as almost always happens in video games, if someone has the idea for a utopia, it will probably quickly turn into a dystopia. And that's the world that we enter, expecting to find a beautiful ship that is the most technologically advanced for its time, but something has gone horribly wrong.
As usual. So the question is, should you play this game? Because this time we have three different opinions. So who wants to start with conclusions?
So yeah, in my opinion, yes, I would say yes,
Sure.
play the game because the atmosphere is good. The whole way they have introduced the alternate world is great. There is a bit of mystery element, a bit of horror. It doesn't quite pay off with all these different things, but there's enough there to keep you interested in it. And I would say as a free game, it's not bad. The length isn't too long, it's about 4 to 5 hours. If it was a paid game, I would say wait for a sale. But as a free game that you could play over a weekend, I would say, yeah, definitely give this a go.
Okay, that's fair. And how about you, Caleb?
Well, my approach is quite similar, maybe less certain about it though, because in the beginning I was really pulled into this game, and I have to say that every genre that this game touches, adventure, walking simulator, puzzler, horror game, I'm not a big fan of all of those genres, in fact. So I was quite surprised how quickly I was engaged in the world building that they had done. So much imagination went into this game that it was really impressive. And I think that I would say it's worth it to play just for that experience by itself. I would say definitely if it was paid, I would hesitate a lot, even if it was a few dollars, because it's so short. It's probably 4 to 6 hours. And if you've paid for that, you have to wonder if it's worth it. But on this channel, we cover all the games that are free. So our only question is it worth your time? Even though some of the mechanics are not very deep, the story doesn't deliver on a lot of its promises. Still, I think for this unique world that they've created and the experience that you have, I would say it is worth your time over a weekend to just have an experience in this world, because it really stuck with me, even though especially the horror elements. I don't like horror games, and it's very easy to frighten me. This game, I think, hit a perfect balance of being frightening, but still pulling me through and making me want to see the end of the story. So I would say, yes, you should play it.
Okay, so we have two yeses. It's my turn now. So actually, when I start to play this game, I think like first half an hour, I didn't like this game so much. I did really like the visual, but the visual is just not enough for me. But the more I played it, the more I could appreciate actually the different variable locations, especially when I entered the theater. It was really beautiful. And because, as we all said, it's mix of a little bit of everything except shooting, I did really enjoy the story in the general. And I think if you like the atmosphere, if you like what do you see behind us, it should get you by the atmosphere, and then you should play it. But it's not definitely for everybody. But if you like the story and the atmosphere, it's a yes for me.
Well, there you have it, like 3 different opinions and 3 yeses. So we hope that all of you will give this a try. It won't take up a lot of your time. Let us know what you think. Please write to us in the comments if you've played this before, if you decide to play it this week because it's free to keep, by the way. As long as you catch it this week when this review goes out, you'll have it forever. You can try it in the future. Let us know what you think and if you agree with us.
And don't forget to visit our friend Low Budget Gaming, which is in here with us this time. So he does all free games, not only from Epic, but also some good deals about games.
Yeah, our friend LBG manages to cover a lot more opportunities for free and cheap games than we can. So if you find that you have a lot of extra gaming time these days, you should definitely go visit his channel, subscribe to it. You'll find the link in the description.
I like to cover games everywhere. I don't have the time to sort of download and review every game, so these guys do it for the Epic games. And I cover the games that are free on Steam or other platforms, or look at sales. Like some games go very cheaply sometimes, so I try to mention those as well. So we sort of complement each other nicely with that.
we've been really happy and really thankful for your support for our young channel. So we're really glad that you could join us. And a great thing about this video is that even in this time when we all have to stay inside for reasons that I don't need to describe, still we can do a review with me, an American, Michal, a Czech, and you coming from India. So we can still do an international review, and that's a really great thing about this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, Caleb, Low Budget Gaming, thank you everyone for joining us, and hope we'll see you in another of our videos. Bye everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Easy. Easy now.
Ah, here we are. I do hope it will provide you with much joy while aboard the Helios.
It's wonderful. I really cannot thank you enough.
Nonsense, my dear. Just continue to pursue your theories. That will be gratitude plenty. I truly believe you are onto something revolutionary, Ada. It's just missing that final spark. I hope the Helios will provide the resources required for us to find it. Because when we do, we will have changed the world forever.
To changing the world.
To changing the world.